Well, we're excited to have an open date. We've gone through a very difficult stretch of games, and it's taken its toll on us a bit physically and mentally, just like a lot of teams are going through. So I think it comes at a really good time for us, and hopefully we can get some kids healthy this week and also get a lot of quality work for our younger kids in a few practices that we're having this week heading into the open day, and it's good for recruiting also. We have more time that we can concentrate on that. We've got 4 games left, so again, I think this comes at a good time for us.
Questions for Coach, press star 1, and Coach will start you off with Bob Holt of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette.
How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, I know you know Gus Malzahn pretty well. He tends to downplay all this stuff about coming back to Arkansas to his home state and all that. But knowing him like you do, how big a deal do you think it is to him?
Well, I think he's probably doing the same thing I would do, and you can't. That's not what the focus should be on, and I'm certain in his mind it's not. And so he's preparing his kids for a quality football opponent in Arkansas at their home. When he gets alone by himself sometimes, I don't think that's something that would dominate his thoughts. But I do think if it were me, I can't speak for him, but if it were me, once you get back there, there'll be some feelings that you have coming back to your home state, I'm sure. So I'm sure it's something that he'll deal with, but you'll never know he's dealing with it.
If there are more questions for Coach Freeze, please press star 1 now. We have one from David Pascal, the Chattanooga Times Free Press.
Hey, Coach, now that you do have this break, can you just tell me where you like this team, what you like about it, and kind of considering your schedule, are you kind of good with where you are?
Yeah, I think you have to condition yourself in early stages of building a program to be happy where you are, whether you, and certainly there's certain games when you got through with them you weren't real happy. We had a chance to win at Auburn and a chance to win here against A&M, but those two, kind of were disappointing losses. But when you look at the whole spectrum of how our kids have improved and how we're very competitive in every game that we play in, as opposed to what it was a few games ago, just a short time we've been here, a year and a half, I'm pleased with where we are, and I think each position has improved. And I'm excited about the stretch run, particularly if we can get, our injured back. I think we have a chance to be competitive and make some noise and have a good second year in our journey.
You guys finished strong last year, obviously, with the Egg Bowl and then the Compass Bowl. When you look at this team compared to last year, where do you think you've made, when you talk about the growing process, where do you think you've made the most strides in year 2 compared to your first team?
Well, you've got to look at the added depth that one class gave us. I mean, we're still not where we want to be depth-wise, but we made great strides in closing that gap of the talent and depth difference with the top teams in our conference. And I think that we've improved our quarterback play, and our run game is definitely seems to be better right now than it was at the beginning of the year, even last year. So I think we're doing some different things there that have helped us defensively. We're still very thin on the back end, but I think the front has played solid. The biggest difference in last year and this year is we didn't suffer any injuries last year, which was a remarkable deal because we really had no depth, and that would have been really bad. But we were fortunate not to, and this year we have. But that being able to have an additional class to help, we've been able to somewhat overcome that. So I'm real proud of the resilience of the kids and the ones that have been asked to jump in and play at when they hadn't taken any snaps in critical games like the last 2.
Thank you.
Yep.
So a follow-up from Bob Holt.
Coach, what kind of season has Tyler Campbell had for you?
You know what? He started off with a bang. In the last 2 games, something's been off in his mechanics a bit. We're working on that this week with him. But he's been solid. I mean, it hasn't been. But you expect Tyler because he has so much potential when he stands out at practice and he bounces 50-yarder after 50-yarder consistently. When that doesn't happen in the course of a game, and one game it was just 1 punt, in the other game I think it was 2 or 3, and he just didn't hit them like he normally does. But he's been solid all year, and he just wasn't quite himself the last couple of games. But I think we've identified maybe something that was a little wrong in his catching of the ball, and it was affecting his drop in those 2 games. So hopefully we can get that fixed.
If he's going good, how big a weapon is he for you guys?
No question. I think he's going into the year. I really thought this may be our defensive MVP because he would flip the field for you. He would also make offenses have to go, an additional 2 first downs in my mind, as opposed to where we were last year. And, that's difficult to do on the defenses in this league consistently over and over again, drive the length of the field. And, he's flipped the field several times this year, and he's had some tough breaks on some, like a 70-something yarder that rolls into the end zone, and we don't get there to get it downed. And we've done that to him a couple of times on some that could have been downed. That would have really greatly benefited our defense, but he's a big weapon for us. And he's a great kid.